So about a month and some change after my excitement of getting this guy in, and more recently getting this guy in, I figured it's time to take a look at this most amazing and awesome addition to my Prime collection. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's zoom this on out and take a closer look at MP-44.
And at long last, here is the box that MP-44 version 4 came in, guys. He's really magnificently packed in this plastic ice clamshell. Very, very masterful. Give me just a moment. Looks amazing and fine, and is a major reason why they included it with the Studio Series Commander, because it's just a simpler version. Here's a look at that battle damage head. Looks really, really good. Here's a look at the animation arrowhead. And these things are a little bit worse for wear on my copy. It looks battle damaged. I don't know that I can clean that up at all, but it is a KO after all. He has this battle damage piece installed in from the get-go, like in robot mode, so it's really, really nice to go with that battle damaged head. His blaster folds up nicely and unfolds out there, and boom, you can place that in his hand like all of the Masterpiece stuff. The axe up close and personal, and I'm just not too sure about this joint right here, and I've seen other people put it on there. This is my least favorite axe in the way it connects. This is the blast effects. I want to say that these have batteries on the original, and they plug in really good here. So you got blast effects, and then to the jetpack, they also plug in. But they're in whenever you're in this robot mode, due to the way that it's a thinner jetpack. This has really nowhere to latch onto the back there, but jetpacks are fun. This also does not plug in the right way because of that backpack, but it kind of sits there and you still get that illusion of Starscream cosplaying as Optimus, and it does have this symbol, but I've opted ultimately to do the Toy Hacks label like I always do, just like this. I think that looks just fine for my KO 44, and I like the matte finish versus the paint, so you don't have all the scraping. This will probably get scraped with time and play. The other negative that will get scraped is the way that this sits in down here, and maybe I've got it mistransformed wrong, but it sits a little bit too low, or I don't have the tires like lower or something. I've missed a step, and I've watched several different videos. MGO, Pack for Life, even T-Man 978, and actually T-Man helped me make sure to get this to do, because they cleaned it up with version 4 to where the little clips will clip into the back here on the sides, and you have to actually do this piece and tab there before you get these other tabs and these little locations here going on. And these little mirrors, they really just kind of fold in and out as you handle it. So they don't really stay, but that doesn't really bother me. The doors do open, and this version doesn't come with the 3 figurines that can fit in there and sit down in that little area there, but it's nice that it has that amazing attention to detail. The wheels do roll just fine. The detailing and everything looks great on the side. Looks super awesome here in the front. I think these are actually black on the original. And then the top looks really good. It's just when you get back here to this back end, the way that they take the faux tanks from the robot mode and lay them over in there. And then this little bits and stuff, and getting it to clip in was, I messed up on it the first couple of transformations. I've already transformed this thing like 3 times back and forth, and decided to start off in robot mode. I don't know that it's supposed to bend like this, but I've also got the adapter piece, so I can add the MP10 MP4 decoration trailer to this guy to give him a trailer to. It's a place filler, because I did actually find and order a KO MP-44. I put a deposit down on it, so when they actually do get it made, then I have that going on. But that completes that animation look for the moment. And another thing I'd like to do is a comparison with the other two favorites of my Optimuses in my collection. Here we have MS-02U Ultralight Apiece and that very Studio Series looking front there. I love the way this one looks, and I got it just because of the animation accuracy. You can see how this does the back sides very well. There's no die cast except for maybe on those pins, or this is all at that soft. It's not the super soft stuff like the Legends, but it's got its foldy shifty bits, but it cleans it up so much better than the rest of these guys here. This guy takes a blend of all the Optimuses, the MPG-17, and there's that tape. This looks like Michael Bay threw up right here, like with that design process. They all look awesome from the front. This harkens, like I said, from several different Optimuses, and I love this figure so much. Like the sophistication of these two, and this is MP-44 is the first party take. Like the designers for Takara took off and were like, hold my beer with Magic Square designers, and they came up with this. And this, I like the simplicity, because I want to say these bits transform when you do transform it. This transforms differently with this KO version. And yeah, so there's the vehicle modes, the comparisons of my three masterpieces in my collection that do things that, and I keep going back to this guy because of the simplicity of the transformation, and this one actually knocked my socks off, and I can't praise it enough. So there's that. Let's get these guys over into robot mode. And here is MP-44 version 4 KO on the turntable. And you see that cylindrical profile. It doesn't have the sound bits and all that stuff in the back, but cleans up pretty good all the same. And with the screw rivets, it's kind of ugly, especially when you go to compare him with the Magic Square rendition that does things so much cleaner. And I still love this guy, even though he's not totally perfect. This guy gives you animation accurate. That's why I have him and the other one, the MPG-17. We're just going to do these two right here. Cylindrical, slender profile backpacks. They both do this so much better than the original. The original costed like $500. Has that sound chip and the extra back pad or whatnot, but definitely more animation accurate. It's got a couple of screw holes, but this has got like a lot of screw holes, and that's the thing about Magic Square. They just do things so much better than the original. And there's no die cast except for maybe like the wheels or whatnot, and they're all tucked and hidden away. I think you can even see maybe a wheel sticking or peeking through right here, and well, there you can see it there too. But it just does it so much better. And then just for some prosperity, we'll get the MPG-17, let you see a trifecta of my three favorite Optimuses together. There is the KO MP-44. Here is the Magic Square MS-02U Ultralight Apiece. And then there is the MPG-17, and he just takes and borrows the designs from all over the place and has ratchets at every joint is his big plus. The light piping I absolutely adore, but the paint is really good in his eyes, and even more so in his eyes. All three of these do their own little thing very good. These two are more G1 accurate, and I absolutely adore them. While this one gives us the look moving forward using a combination of Rise of the Beast, G1, MP10, just a conglomeration of all the primes. And my heart just really does keep falling back to that one. As far as, I won't ever own the mainline one of those because of the price and all the other stuff that's going on with the paint chipping. This has got like the same thing. These parts are painted, but not a lot of chip in there. And then this, I like this for the way it does the stuff and things without the paint chipping and whatnot. Let's get those matrix chambers open on these. They all three do this in unique and beautiful ways, and I absolutely adore all three of these. I love that you can do that, and it just shines, man. Anyway, let's focus back on the 44. This guy's got some primo articulation to boot. It can make for some primo tough posing, but you still get some kick poses, but he won't stand too much on his own because of how heavy he is. But with a little energon, a lot of luck, a little bit of patience, and somewhere in between, you do get an awesome, outstanding G1 posing Optimus Prime that just freaking just keeps bringing it. And I absolutely love the articulation you can do with this guy. He's not perfect, and he's got a little bit of gapping because those tabs don't want to tab in totally. I'll troubleshoot that later, but we can get other things going on. Right down to his animation era head. And Autobots as your new leader. I can't even fake wearing jetpacks, but there's that look. If you so desire, it just doesn't stay on there very good. You create that never pose, you know, whenever he's battling Megatron. I mean, this is really, really, really nice at a fraction of the cost. Not bad for 80 bucks compared to the 500 with all the other stuff that's going on wrong with it. With all that said and done, let's get this guy outfitted back into his ship shape mode and get into some final thoughts. Getting into some final thoughts. Is this guy perfect? No, but I will strongly argue for the price I paid for it with the stuff that came with it, all the engineering fixes that had came along with it. I say it's every bit worth the 80 bucks spent total getting it here. And I don't even mind having an MP-10 stand-in until I get the KO MP-44 trailer there. But this guy will please a lot that decided to jump onto that ship and order the KO versus the original. He's just fun to handle. I have transformed him multiple times, and I thought I would not, be able to stomach it because this guy does it better and this guy does it better. But like, it's actually kind of fun now that I know where the stuff goes and that kind of thing. But I'm sick like that, and I like really hard transformations. I do like how this locking mechanism does work in the shoulders. I do love the order of operations with the chest to get into the robot mode there. That looks animation accurate. And then I also like that truck mode in the cab part, but the back part looks like Bayham. Just had his day with it, and it kind of disgusts me because it could have been cleaned up so much cleaner, just like this Magic Square one over here. And of course, this guy is in a class of his own over here. Hat tips to the G1 stuff, but it borrows from every other category there. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. My battery's getting ready to die. I'm going to get out of here. It's the first Saturday I've had off in a while. Me and Ryder's been out here enjoying the deck, and it's just really, really nice to be able to just kick back, do a review, and I highly recommend this KO, the version 4, of course. And I've had a lot of fun with it. I hope you do too. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. You guys stay safe. Have an excellent week. Take care of each other. Until all are one, all. Thank you again.